Hey everyone, Christina Simmons from CAS to Holiness here. So, is struggling in prayer a good thing? I know a lot of us, and myself included, go through these periods of dryness in our prayer and meditation time, of where we all have experienced the enthusiasm of that kind of mountaintop moment, of where everything is easy, of where we're spending time with our Lord and it just seems like blessing upon blessing, grace upon grace continues to just flow, and we just feel great when we get done with our prayer time. But then there's lots of days where we're just not feeling it, right? Well, I was reading a reflection the other day. Actually, it's by Father Donald Haggerty, who's actually a priest in the Archdiocese of New York. And he wrote something that really stopped me in my tracks. And what he said was, hard struggle in prayer is simply a pruning and a stripping down of the soul. And what does he mean by that? Well, he was doing a reflection, and the reflection was about, the vine and the branches and being pruned. But the fact is that it is the endurance of this emptiness, of this dryness, of continuing to persevere. And when we don't feel like it's doing anything, that is when the best work is being done in our interior soul. Our interior life is actually just being pruned. Now, sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between pruning and I'm just being distracted and I'm not really focusing, okay? Of where I'm not really giving my best effort. But when we come and we place ourselves in the presence of God and we spend time with His Word and we meditate on it, and we say, Lord, what is it that you're trying to speak to me about? This is what I think is going on, but we're really not feeling it. That's probably a good sign that some pruning is going on. That God is giving us this opportunity to die to ourselves. Just like Jesus when He was in the Garden of Gethsemane. Oh my gosh, talk about a self-emptying prayer, of where He was emptying everything of Himself. He was setting it aside, and his continuously saying, Lord, not my will, but your will be done. In this is what we should be doing. So if we're coming into our prayer, and what we're doing is that we're all focused upon how am I feeling, then it's not prayer, rather we're just asking God to give us what we want. I know sometimes it doesn't seem like that, and it took me a long time to be able to distinguish this. But the fact is that it's not possible for us to truly bear fruit. And by bearing fruit, that means to be God's presence in the world, to be becoming each and every day a little bit more that saint that He created us to be. So we can't bear fruit unless we die to ourselves. Remember, a seed must die before it can bear fruit. In the same way, our interior life has to experience this dying to itself. We have to detach ourselves from how we feel or how we think it's going, and trust that God is doing what needs to be done. So this is it's a mystery of how it all works, but it's because we're entering into a deeper mystery of God. He is preparing us to be able to step ever more deeply into the mystery of who He is. And when we're united to this mystery, we got to remember, God is infinite. We are finite. So therefore, we have to remember that our ability to be united to God is in direct proportion to the extent that we accept a denial of ourselves. Now, not denial might not be the best word, but it's this self-emptying of ourselves. That's probably a better word. Self-emptying of ourselves. Why? So that we can receive all of who God is. God is infinite. We are finite. So just like a glass, that is half full of water, we can't be filled unless we empty that glass. You can't get a full glass of water unless you empty the water that's already there. There's that great, analogy of the man who walks to the mountaintop to see the guru, and the guru tells him to, pour a cup of tea, and, the guy's kind of like, what? And the fact is that the guru was trying to teach him that you can't put anything else into an already full cup. So we have to die to ourselves. Just like St. John the Baptist said, I must decrease, He must increase. This is the essence of what is going on in our spiritual life. So if we're experiencing dryness, if we're struggling with our prayer, if we're having problems not being distracted, we need to do all that we can in order to say no to those distractions, for us to make sure that we're setting aside the time, that we're not putting ourselves in front of the television as we're trying to pray, for doing all the things that we can do. But then even then, when it doesn't feel like it was fruitful, when we don't feel good feelings, when it feels really dry, we need to trust that God is doing the work. And we continue to place ourselves in His presence, and we continue to say, Jesus, I trust in you. So struggling in prayer can be a good thing. It can be a sign that God is working and you're going to bear fruit sooner than you might think. So I hope that you have found this to be of help and encouragement to you today. And if you're looking for other ways to be able to be encouraged, to be accompanied, to be inspired, go and check out sayyestoholiness.com. Got lots of free resources there for you, as well as other opportunities for you to be able to enter ever more deeply into being able to be intentional about your spiritual life so that you can continue to grow in holiness and become the saint that God created you to be. God bless.